shit, we should have a notepad that you could write down like a time code if something kind of funny happens, and you could just be like around 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was the goal originally.
But if we had a producer, it'd be way easier to do
that. We are rolling now, though. So coming up, we've got Cannabis Keenan and the obtuse Dental Calvin in studio today. We will be talking about what, in my opinion, is definitely a top 3 Sly Stallone movie, and Cobra, and Run the Theme.
If you want a movie review, look no further than these dudes. You got Real Buzz Rob on the mic, you got Cannabis Keenan, he's alright. Caitlin is giving all she can give, and Calvin doesn't even know where he is.
Right here, motherfucker.
This is Real Buzz Takes with the Real Buzz crew.
Welcome to another edition of Real Buzz Takes. We are the Real Buzz crew today. I am Real Buzz Rob.
Wow, this is pretty crowded. Yeah, well, $9 beer night.
$9 beer night.
And to my left, we have Keenan, a.k.a. Keenan the Cannibal, a.k.a. Cannabis Keenan, a.k.a. Keenan the Barbarian, Keenan Robertson.
Let me tell you something, Pandeo. You pull any of your crazy shit with us, you flash your piece out on the lanes, I'll take it away from you and stick it up your ass and pull the fucking trigger till it goes click.
Don't fuck with the Jesus, man.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
The cameras aren't rotating. That's why I was trying to point to you.
Oh, I appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
They will be now.
Here we go.
And play.
And yeah, now it's working. And to my further adjacent, we have the obtuse, dense, dolt Calvin. Say hello, Calvin.
Don't look at me like that. I will eat your shit.
What do you say in America? We follow them and have a sexy time with them?
Hey, it's very nice. How much?
Wow.
Give me a tears, gypsy.
No, he says something about how he's taking like the one thing he brought from Kazakhstan to America is tears of gypsies to make sure it keeps him healthy from AIDS.
Yeah, have you seen the sequel?
Most of it, yeah.
I'm the same way. I saw the first half, and I thought it was pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's definitely
anyway.
older and heavier. He was super skinny.
No,
in that
he's
movie.
not. He's still skinny in this movie.
he still
too.
is, but he was real skinny.
Yeah.
in
He
the
does
first
wear
one.
a fat suit half of this new movie.
Well, it's funny
Really?
because
Yeah.
the reason why this movie's so much different than the first one is because he's very recognizable
it's
as
well
Borat
known,
now.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so Borat, his character is in itself a celebrity.
Yeah, he had
And
to
so
go.
people...
Yeah, he had to go super in disguise, like wearing fat suits and fake beards, and then
Really?
I think that's why he has his daughter, so that way, because she's not recognizable at all.
Well,
so
no,
that
it's
way-
not really his daughter. It's his
Right,
character's
and the- yeah,
15-year-old
yeah.
daughter who's actually like 23.
Yeah.
Who then,
Who's a no-name actress
yeah,
from
then tries to get fucked
Well,
by
at least
Rudy
it's not his-
Giuliani.
At least it's not a son, because we saw that penis in the fucking pictures.
Lean more right than left.
You might want to pull your mic back too. I don't know.
Am I not adjacent? Jason?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Mike?
The movie we're reviewing today, as we already stated, is Cobra. Release date was May 23rd, 1986. Director George P. Cosmatos.
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan Matos.
Just call him Cosmopolitan.
George Cosmopolitan Matos.
Just Cosmopolitan.
Before this, he's known for, he directed one movie I recognize, and it was Rambo First Blood Part 2, which I want to say is one of the most confusing titles of a movie. It's
First Blood Part 2.
I can't imagine how many semicolons are in this fucking title. Rambo First Blood Part 2. It's like, dude, just call it something less confusing.
Just two.
That's fair. Yeah.
It's just have it be Rambo 2.
Call it Second Blood.
Yeah,
Second
exactly.
Blood,
yeah.
Yes. It doesn't. Why?
Cradle to the Grave's not even a goddamn sequel, and it's got a 2 in the middle of it.
Right.
Unbelievable.
After this, he directed.
If I do a movie, it's going to be called Keenan's Movie Part 4. And everyone's just going to have to wonder where the fucking first 3 are.
Rob's movie, Second Blood Part 3.
Part two.
Part 69. Nice.
Yeah, 69.4.
That would be Rob's.
Doing it again.
After this, he directed a couple other films. The only one I recognized was Tombstone.
Tombstone?
Yeah.
The Tombstone?
The Tombstone. I'll be a
Shit.
Huckleberry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say that is clearly his best film.
I would say so, too.
Although
I
this
mean,
one's pretty good. This one's pretty
Tombstone classic,
good.
though.
Oh, Tombstone's way better.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a different genre of film entirely.
Well, it's a Western.
Yes.
And Kurt Russell, my God. Love him.
No. You know what scene I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, Val Kilmer. I can't say his
He
name.
won.
Kimmler?
Val Kilmer.
He won an Oscar for supporting actor in that film.
Yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
I'll be your Huckleberry.
Anyway,
I've never seen it.
Cast. Whoa, Mike, dude. Well, that doesn't surprise me a goddamn bit.
I don't watch westerns. I don't
side
like period
podcast.
pieces.
Robin Keaton show Calvin classics.
I don't like period pieces.
It technically is a period piece.
Yeah, that's true.
Cast. Sly Stallone as Marion Cabretti. Bridget Nielsen as Ingrid Knudsen.
Is it Marion or Marion?
Marion.
Yeah, okay.
Neither.
It's neither of those. It's
Marion or
not,
Marion?
it's not a member of B2K.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, Marion.
Yeah. It is. All right. So
Optima.
Rennie Santoni as Sergeant
Shout out,
Gonzalez.
Calvin.
And then Andrew Robinson as Detective Monty. I will say I thought I should probably do the Night Slasher actor before that, but he just wasn't in shit after this. Andrew Robinson was a much more much more interesting part of the cast.
Is
actually.
Detective Monty the one he punches in the face at the
Yes,
end? Okay.
he's the one who looks like David Letterman moonlights as a fucking
He's
police
the guy
officer.
going to Sunset Boulevard dressed up like David Letterman. People
Yeah.
can say they met him, but it's really just an impersonator.
It's really just Detective
Did you have a
Monty.
cousin like that, though? Or an uncle?
Oh, yeah. He didn't impersonate, but people thought he looked like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And so they would get pictures with him. They'd be like, "Are you Kurt Russell?" And he'd say, "Hell yeah, I am."
Fuck yeah. Sly Stallone. Before this, so what we're going to talk about, we've done it in a couple of pods, so I decided we'd talk about his directing career because he actually has directed a lot of films.
Like this movie?
No. We just talked about the director of this movie. Before this, he directed Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Staying Alive, which was the sequel to Saturday Night Fever,
Ooh.
which was awful. And then,
Was Travolta in that one too?
it was a sequel.
I mean, I never saw it.
He was the only one who was in. That being said, he was the only one who was in the sequel who was in the first one.
Okay.
And then also directed Rocky 4. After this, directed Rocky Balboa. You're seeing a theme here. Rambo, the one that came out in 08. And then
Good movie.
pretty good. The one where he goes up the river.
Yeah, he fucks a bunch of people up.
Yeah, well, that's every Rambo movie.
Yeah, but this one specifically.
And then also the first Expendables. He directed that as well.
That's good.
Just the first one?
Yeah, and judging by this movie, I'll get into it later in my thoughts, but I think he had a lot of creative control from a director perspective on this film. I'll get into that.
Okay.
Bridget Nielsen, before this, she was in Rocky 4. After this, she was in Beverly
Wait,
Hills.
Rocky 4 was before this?
So we're on a different actor now. Bridget Nielsen. She was, but yes,
Right.
before this movie, Rocky 4 came out.
Okay, I thought it
That's
was
correct,
one- I thought
because
it was 1,
Stallone
2,
directed
3.
it.
So they had worked
Gotcha.
together before.
Yes.
There you go.
And boom.
Then after this, she was in Beverly Hills Cop 2, Creed 2, lots of other credits, recognized none of them.
Never saw Creed 2.
Good, really good.
I liked Creed 1.
It's really good. It's
Yeah.
worth it. It's a
They're
good
both
follow-up.
really good.
I liked it wasn't because I didn't want to see
Well, no,
it. It's
I-
just,
yeah.
life happens.
It's a good follow-up.
Bridget Nielsen looks like a ginormous lesbian now. Does she not?
I didn't look her up now, but I don't know what that
she
would look
played-
like, Calvin.
She was the wife.
like Bridget Nielsen.
She was the,
So you know.
she was the wife of what's his the antithesis character in Creed 2.
Oh, yeah.
I just said I never saw Creed 2.
Oh, sorry, man.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you like, don't you know?
Yeah.
the one that got up pissed off because
Yes.
he like yeah,
She's
yeah.
Drago's wife?
Drago. Yes.
Yeah.
So she looks like a ginormous straight woman from Russia
There you go.
instead of a lesbian.
She definitely
she
has an
looks like a
accent
big
in this
Russian.
film.
She was a babe back when.
Yeah.
I feel like you might pronounce her name Brigitte with the way that
You
it's
could.
spelled.
It's
Brigitte.
it is spelled in a different
It's
way.
spelled
yeah.
weird.
Brigitte.
Not baguette.
Yeah. It's not.
Oh,
a,
we put baguette.
it's not something. It's not a charcoal. You don't like. It's not briquette.
Brigitte. Brigitte.
It's not Italian.
Antonio Margrethe.
But speaking of Italian,
Marion.
Rennie Santoni.
Oh, yeah.
Before this, known for Dirty Harry, episodes of Hawaii Five-0, Chips, and Charlie's Angels.
Nice.
After this, known for episodes of Miami Vice, NYPD Blue, Walker, Texas Ranger, Groundhog Day, Private Parts, Dr. Dolittle 1 and 2, and then that Sandy Bullock sober movie, 28 Days. It's when she's in rehab for 28 days.
Sandra Bullock. Okay.
Sandy Bullock. We know each other.
I didn't know if Sandy. I thought that was a director or something. I was
No,
missing.
Sandy Bullock. We know each other.
So pretty much, I don't recognize this
familiar.
guy. He looked familiar, so I'm sure I caught him on an episode of one of the 1,000 fucking TV shows you said he was on.
He's that
But,
guy.
Yeah. I like that guy. He was good. Gonzalez, right?
Yeah,
That's who you're talking
Sergeant
about?
Gonzalez.
Yeah, he
It
was good.
seems like he has a style, too.
What do you mean?
The last 5, what were the first 5 movies you listed?
Dirty Harry, and then that was the only feature he was in before this film.
But then, yeah, Nash Bridges and fucking NYPD
Yeah,
Blue.
basically any
Miami Vice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
that stuff.
It's just like a.
any popular TV show in the 70s.
I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here now. He's got a great line when he's like, we're a pair of really nice guys, and we're here to ask you a lot of bad questions.
That
That was a good line.
That's a good
That was a
line.
good line. He's a good guy.
Well,
You want some gummy bears? Good guy.
It should be said, and I'll get into this again later with my theories about how much influence Stallone had on this film. He wrote the screenplay. So he wrote the screenplay for this film.
Stallone did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, pinch poke.
And Andrew Robinson, I wrote down, didn't realize David Letterman mooned as a police officer in the mid-'80s. Before this, guest spot on pretty much every TV show you can think of from the 60s to the 80s. So a lot like Santoni, where it was the
Santoni.
Miami Vice, fucking Nash, all that shit.
Nash Bridges, man.
That too, but I was saying MASH.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I almost went as Don Johnson for Halloween this year.
bold move.
Yeah.
Which Don Johnson?
Miami Vice. I got
Okay,
a jacket that, like a sport coat, whenever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like a light blue one.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense.
Anyway, moving on.
After
Powder
this,
blue.
known for he kind
Do
of
it with the hair.
he kind of found his niche
I want to.
in the horror franchises from a feature perspective. So he was in Hellraiser, Child's Play 3, The Puppet Masters, and then lots of other TV spots, just network television shit that's not even worth mentioning. Not to disrespect him, but
Yeah.
no one wants to hear Grey's Anatomy 10 times on the podcast.
Other than him looking like David Letterman, I don't think I've ever seen him in anything else. I didn't recognize
Well,
this
clearly
dude.
you haven't seen Hellraiser or
I haven't.
Child's Play 3.
I
Maybe you
haven't.
just thought it was David Letterman. You were like,
I know
oh,
Hellraiser.
shit,
It's the dude with all the nails in his head or whatever.
I agree with you. I do know who that character is in that franchise. Never seen one.
Yeah, one time I rented a movie from Blockbuster thinking it was an actual movie, but it ended up being like a top 10 scary scenes.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
So I saw
Oh.
a scene from Hellraiser.
Oh, I would
saw
want
like
my
a scene
money
from
back.
Candyman and Leprechaun 3.
Oh, that's supposed to be funny. That's one for the
Yeah,
pod
it
next
was kind of
Halloween.
interesting to watch. But anyway, moving on.
Moving on to
Oh, yeah.
net worths.
2 Chainz!
Thank you. I missed that. I missed that. The last 20 episodes I listened in a row.
I'm only doing it when you're on the podcast, Calvin.
No, well, Caitlin takes up for you. I'm really
Yeah.
proud of Caitlin that she,
Caitlin does it when you're not here.
Yeah, there we go.
every time that she hasn't missed a beat.
And the beat goes on. We need to get all 4 of us on here again. I'll just go ahead and say that. We need to get all 4 of us.
Wait, you mean the real Buzz Crew?
Yeah.
It's
The
been a minute.
real?
Like all the people on this.
Like the REAL Buzz Crew?
No, it's the REEL.
No, it's always
No.
2 E's.
With 4 of us, that'd be the real Buzz Crew.
It'd be the real Buzz.
I get what you're saying,
Real,
but
real.
from branding perspective and like how much we've established that hashtag, we can't go away from it. So
It'd be real.
yeah, the real. We can
Anyway.
do that, like the REEL, the real. We can do that.
That'd be a small podcast or a small hashtag, but okay.
So we did Sly Stallone back when we did Judge Dredd, but I'll see if you guys can.
Sounds like you're taking a dump.
No, I will say, his voice is less ridiculous in this movie than it is in Dredd.
Drop it.
Oh, absolutely.
His
but,
voice is much less ridiculous.
but the fact he's got a matchstick in his mouth the whole time kind of ups it a little
Oh,
bit.
I'll get into it.
What was the first line? No, never mind.
Keenan, what are your what's your? If you
Well, I remember him being worth a lot of money.
But he is?
I'm going to guess 450 million.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
like 400.
I think it was something like that.
He's around 420.
Yeah, no, you guys are close.
420. Whoa!
Cannabis Kenya.
400 million.
400
So
mil.
pretty close.
Yeah.
pretty
Price
close.
is right.
Wasn't Schwarzenegger was worth just as much?
I
No,
think he
more.
was 450.
Yeah,
450, okay.
Schwarzenegger was worth 450.
Brigitte Nielsen.
Well,
Sorry.
She wasn't. So she did Rocky 4, but other than that, she hasn't been like in a lot of movies,
she's
right?
been in some, hadn't she?
I mean,
And she just did Creed, so she got paid for that.
Yeah.
So that's going to help.
Was
I'm
she
going to
not in Orange
say,
is the New Black?
I don't know. I'm going to say $15 million.
didn't see it on there. That's okay. 15 million.
Yeah, 15 mil.
Lando Calrissian.
16 mil. 1501.
No, 600,000.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Somebody's got a drinking problem, am I right?
And this is what we were missing.
And it's us.
No, and Caitlin called you on the last podcast.
I know, that's why I said it, because
Okay,
I've been laughing every time someone says something. But for real.
He does against women.
But for real, she might have a gambling problem, maybe. Who knows?
or a sex addiction problem. I don't know.
Probably.
I just
Why would she
keep
only have
betting on the
800,000?
horses.
With each one. I
Rennie
don't know how it works.
Rennie Santoni.
Well, I'm going to guess, I don't know, a range, but I will say.
It is a range. You were
Okay.
right on that. It's a range.
I'll say $0 to $500,000.
Okay.
I'm going to say below Bridget Nielsen and above Bridget Nielsen.
So this was really interesting.
She was 600,000.
All the information I could find, this was the most accurate thing I could find. Somewhere between 1 and 12 million.
Jesus.
1 in 12.
It doesn't seem like it's a very
So Bridget
acceptable range.
Bridget
I feel
Nielsen
like that-
definitely has a problem.
He's got to be around 8 then. It's got to be above 5, right? If they're
No,
going
it
maybe
could
up
be-
to 12?
It could be anywhere from 1 to 12. I don't think you can average it out here. I don't think it's how it works.
Here's what I
Maybe they
want
don't
you
know
to
how
do.
much her house had cost and all that stuff. Her assets.
No,
are
this
how
is a
much-
man.
No, we're Brittany Santoni.
Oh, as a man?
This is Gonzalez, Sergeant Gonzalez.
Oh, okay.
Here's what I want you guys to do, real buzzards. I'm waiting for the camera to get to me.
Real Buzz Group.
I need you guys to write a letter to, what's his name?
Rennie Santoni.
His agent. Probably not him, but just say, hey, we do a podcast. I listen to a podcast, and 1 to 12 million. That's not good enough.
Maybe he can come on and kind of break down the discrepancy, so we have like a better. Like
Yeah,
a better-
and if you want to come on the podcast, come on the podcast. But someone in our fan base needs to write that. Not me, excuse me, Mike and Jason.
Whoa.
Moving on.
Andrew Robinson.
Which one?
Andrew Robinson, the guy who
Here's
looks
to
like
you,
David.
Andrew Robinson. Anyway, I'm gonna say another range, but I'll say
Not a range.
not a range.
Not a
huh?
range.
Okay. $1 million, Bob.
$1 million.
4.
500K.
Less than Brigitte Nielsen.
Yeah, so basically anyone other than Sly Stallone in this movie is just like,
Which is why your theories probably hold up about the directing.
And
No,
I've
yeah.
got $400 million, man. I don't care what the other actors are paid. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey,
Anyway.
So is this
bring it.
is this turning into like a musical improvisational podcast?
It is.
I like it.
Welcome to the Real Buzz Improvise. It's like jazz, baby.
Yeah, that's the sideshow. Real buzzed improvisational music.
We're going to talk like this for the rest of the time.
Did you just squadouche us?
I did, because we're moving on to specs
You know
and
what?
beats.
Yes,
Let me say, while I was
indeed.
listening to my last 20 episodes, somebody said it was a swoosh. Swoosh. It's definitely a
so
squadouche. We've established that it's a squadouche.
so its title when I downloaded is a swoosh. It's technically under swoosh.
No, technically it's a squadouche. You
No,
should rename that.
I like squadouche. I'm fine with that. But when I
do you-
downloaded the soundbite,
How do you spell squadouche?
SQUADOOSH.
I'm
I
cool
would
with
have
that.
I would have used the OUCHE.
Like douche.
yeah, squadouche.
You just go for it.
Just yeah.
I kind of want to differentiate from
Send it.
douching to
Why?
like I don't know. It's kind of gross.
Why? That's racist.
So just name it Summer's Eve and
To
move
the
on.
females.
Is it? Okay. Runtime. Specs and deeds. Runtime on this film 87 minutes.
Good.
Great. Perfect.
Yeah, worked
Perfect.
out
Brief.
real well for those of us who had to
Fantastic.
cram the
Yeah,
cram the movie in.
Yeah.
I like 87. Like I meant to say this at the top. This is the type of movie that I think when we talked about making this podcast, this is the type of movie I'd envisioned for the podcast.
Really?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, and we'll say it now because when you brought up doing this, you sent the movie poster of him like that, and I was
Yeah.
like, I know you've sent that before, so I know like probably episode 5 or 6 we talked about doing this,
Yep.
and we probably went with Judge Dredd instead,
We did.
and then we kind of. We don't want to do the
This
same
one's-
actors
this one's
too many
even
times
better
in a
than
row.
Judge Dredd, though. This is
besides Keanu Reeves.
You think
and,
this was
stuff
better
like
than
that.
Judge Dredd?
better for the podcast.
Dude, I don't think so. I think Judge Dredd was way better for the podcast. The
Oh, I get into
futuristic
that.
CGI and all that.
Oh, I get into that.
Do you?
Yeah, well, I got a question about it. We can do it now. Which
Sure,
I mean,
go ahead.
Who's winning a fight? Cobra versus Judge Dredd. If they're
Cobra.
fighting.
Judge-
I think it depends on which universe they're in.
No,
so
I
you'd
agree,
have to
I agree.
establish that.
We'd have to establish what's
You
the
mean there's no Coors Light dispensary cars while I roam in the hallways?
No, it's all Pepsi and fucking Cobra.
Oh, no, there's one Coke machine.
It's mostly Pepsi product placement. They have that Pepsi fucking fountain thing that's going down.
Well, hold on,
like-
guys. We're getting past. Let's
Okay,
all
yeah,
right. So
yeah.
specs and deeds.
Reel it in, Keenan.
Budget
Uh-huh.
25.
Let's for trivia.
Budget was 25 million.
What?
Open at 12 million. Gross 50 million.
Good for it.
Successful film.
That's
Double
it?
its profit.
Wait,
And 1980s money.
Yeah, in 83 or 84 when this came
I
out.
thought it was 86.
86. That's
that's
what I meant.
domestically?
Globally, total 50 million. They didn't distinguish between domestic and they just said global revenue 50 million.
Wow.
Double its money. I mean,
Wow.
I think.
Wow. Wow, wee,
wow,
whoa.
wow.
Wow,
I
wee,
think
whoa.
the producers were probably a little disappointed because his prior films were independent. Go for it, man.
Thank you.
Prior films were independent and they were so low budget, and then like all the Rocky movies cost nothing to make, and then they also generate $50 million. So I think it's like
So you said he wrote the screenplay. Did he produce it too? I'm guessing. Like how
didn't
much of
check
his money?
producing.
I'm guessing he put a lot of money up for this.
I would probably say that there's a likelihood of that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But so despite the fact it doubled its money, people are used to Sylvester Stallone making low budget, huge margins. And this was still a huge margin, but for 1986, wasn't low budget.
Yeah.
25 mil.
You know what this movie poster reminds me of while we're talking about this
I'd
movie?
be interested to hear this. Yes.
Well, have you ever seen the movie Last Action Hero?
Yeah.
So there's that scene where they go into a blockbuster and it's Stallone as Terminator instead of...
Yeah.
And I think they kind of just used the cutout of him from this and put it on the Terminator poster because it looks very similar.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah,
And
we should do that movie on the podcast.
I
for the
don't
record.
see that was in the running. I thought about doing it for this episode, so it's in the
we-
running.
that's
We're gonna
okay,
we're gonna
that's
save
good.
it.
I love that fucking movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. And I also think this
But it
has-
could have been his porn shoot too. The way he's standing up there. I got a good.
well, and I think this is one of the most iconic movie posters or whatever covers of any Stallone's career. Like you don't have to have Cobra on there. You can see the pose he's doing and that crazy gun with the laser beam coming out. Like, oh, it's Cobra.
Dude, and that's a poster that I would like to have.
Oh,
In
yeah.
like a movie
it's
room.
A great
That's
poster.
a badass poster.
It's a great poster.
I don't know that Stallone has ever looked more badass. And I've seen a lot of Stallone movies. Because in Judge Dredd, he's badass, but he's wearing a fucking codpiece and all that
he
stuff.
looked, yeah.
Rambo, obviously, he looks badass. But this one, I don't know, with the matchstick in his mouth and just the fucking laser gun. He's a fucking bad dude.
Let me get through this. We will talk. We'll get into this
Okay,
because I
yeah.
have a whole thing.
The car.
Yeah, no. Just
Bad.
save it.
Save it.
Plot keywords.
Yes, we will.
We've got number 1, tough guy.
Yep.
Number 2,
Tough guy.
serial killer.
Yep.
Number 3, pedophile.
Okay.
Number 4, cult film.
Is it? This is a cult film?
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
I hate to say this, but when was the pedophile?
So there was a news story, and I asked the same question.
Okay.
So there's a news story saying that there had been a serial murderer who had done this, and that, and also had sexually abused a child. Like
So it's just a little throwaway
very
line.
throwaway
Okay.
line. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. It wasn't very apparent. It was when he was in his first in his apartment, cutting pizza with scissors and watching TV.
Right before the music video with the robots out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'd like that.
Yeah, we'll
That's
get
good.
into it.
And then number 5 was deeply disturbing violence.
Ingra.
Nah, for 80, maybe for 86.
yeah.
Could have
I
been
don't
worse.
know.
They didn't show anything.
Yeah. For 80, for 86.
I just
show
watched
anything.
American Psycho for the first time ever
Great
last
movie.
night, and
It's hilarious.
That has some deeply disturbing violence that they never really show, but that's more like they show heads and shit like that. They never go with that in this movie.
Is that
They didn't
movie
show
more
shit.
horror or comedy in your opinion?
It's I don't know. It's more of a weird mindfucky type movie. I think
I think it's a comedy.
it's just a weird movie.
It is
I
a
liked
weird
it.
movie.
I don't know.
Oh, I think it's
I'd have
good.
to see it again. But it is kind of funny.
It's
He's
hilarious.
Funny in it,
Mind fucky.
yeah, mindfucky.
That's the new genre.
It's got a lot of
It's a
mindfuckery.
thriller slash mindfucky.
After I will say, after we watched that movie, I was like, "You want to see a movie that'll fuck your mind?" And we watched Mulholland Drive, and that movie's
that's
mindfucky.
mindfucky. That
That's a
movie's
mindfucky
mindfucky.
movie.
Never even heard of it.
Oh man,
Dude, it's weird.
what's her Australian blonde's face?
Naomi
from?
Watts.
Naomi Watts.
Oh man,
Yeah.
some
And-
good scenes with her and whoever the
Oh
other chick
yeah,
is.
the dark-haired broad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Brad.
lesbian scenes.
Oh.
Taglines. Sorry, I didn't know if we made it apparent enough.
Yeah. Well, it reminded me of Wade and Chris. Who's like, "I'll be in my room painting lesbian scenes." It's a
Painting
homo thing.
Homo things. Taglines. Taglines are all great. They're all lines from the movie. The first one is, "This is where the law stops and I start."
Yeah, that is a line from the movie.
And it's a great tagline. Other one is, "Crime is disease, meet the cure."
meet the
So
kid.
they deviate a little bit from "I'm the cure" to "meet the cure," but it's pretty good. And then
That's pretty good.
the last one I wrote down, it's not a line from the movie, but I think it's funny. They say "the strong arm of the law," and that always reminds me of the line from Superbad where they go, "Prepare to be fucked by the long dick of the law" when they're breaking up the party.
I love that
That's
movie
probably
too.
good, yeah.
It's so funny. Yeah, that's a hater line.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
One
it.
of my favorite lines from that is after he does a Yoda impression. He goes, "That's Yoda from Attack of the Clones,"
He goes, Yoda. It's like,
which is like one of the worst Star Wars movies. But he goes, "From Attack of the Clones."
He goes, Yoda from Attack of the Clones.
So he could have said from Star Wars or from Return of the Jedi.
Well, it's
but from,
probably the
Attack of the
direct
Clones.
quote is from that movie.
Is that when
Maybe
they're,
it
when
is. I
they're
don't
doing the
know.
lightsaber
Yeah.
fight in the car?
I think so. Yeah. Anyway,
All right, moving on to the Canopsis.
Swadoosh.
Give us your Canopsis Cannabis Keenan. And just
Where was the fucking rage?
No, here you go.
Yeah.
That was fucking rage.
He does that before the
Didn't
Real
happen
Buzz
this time,
Rundown. We haven't got to the Real Buzz Rundown, though.
I
yet.
normally do it at the front,
No,
but
that's the very first thing you hear.
Oh, okay.
yeah, no, I've switched to the Real Buzz Rundown now just because I usually forget, and that's why I use anyway.
Bitches.
But I'm gonna pee too, so let's hold, and I can just make a mark and.
And then he rocked
World.
papered my rock, and Robbie's back.
I'm rack had thinking about that. So it's funny. I just got a Facebook message from. So when I invite people to like our page, I also send them a message too automatically, and I got a message back from a guy that says, "I fucks with it." FUX.
Hey, you know who I want to give a shout out to real quick?
The guy that fucks with it.
This is the Canopsis. This is my time, right?
It
So I
is.
can do what I want to do.
You can do what you want to do.
There's a guy on Instagram, like 501 Films or something. He's
Yeah,
watching
I follow him. We follow him.
501 films in 501 days. It's kind of weird. It's kind of out there, but I really like it. I watch it like every day. He's got a minute-long thing on YouTube, and he's kind of a French guy. But you know what?
No, it's not kind of a French guy. He is
He's
a French guy.
And I think he likes his spot. So shout out to you. Keep doing what you're doing, whatever your name is, 501 Films.
He follows
So
us.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he
Canopsis.
likes stuff, so there you go. Anyway, so here we go, Canopsis. Well, real buzzards, once again, Stallone is the law. But this time, instead of being an ass-kicking cop from the future, like in our Judge Dredd episode, shout out, go listen, like, and play, he is a no-nonsense tough guy from the 1980s. Stallone plays Marion Cabretti, codename Cobra, and finds himself mixed up with a homicidal cult who has a mysterious, murderous plot to organize some kind of a better world. I'd read this before I knew what happened, so it's kind of Darwinism.
No. The thing is, I don't.
read it.
Yeah.
When Brigitte Nielsen witnesses the cultists' actions one night, she becomes their top target, and it becomes Cobra's job to protect the witness and unravel the motives of the brutally fatal cult in Cobra.
The thing is, I watched the whole movie, and I still don't understand the cult aspect of this. I don't understand their mission statement. I don't understand what their overall goal
the
is.
New World Order,
It's
man.
Yeah, it's some kind of New World Order
We're gonna have a
thing.
new
That's all you
world,
need to know.
man. Like, that was it.
We like to hang out and bang axes together, bro, and we're gonna fucking kill the weak people, which happen to be a lot of women, and fucking Jerry over there kind of rapes some girls sometimes, which is a little shitty, but we don't know if we support that.
Kind of a
But, you know,
pedophile.
yeah, but anyway, yeah, man, better world. Check out my knife.
All right, on that note, I'm excited. I'm excited to get into this, so here's what I want to do. We're going to do
Squadoosh.
It's time for the Real Buzz Rundown.
Yeah,
what I
let's
want to do is
rage!
because I have this set up to where I think let me start and you guys sprinkle in because I've got a lot of things I'm going to set up and I think you want to say. I think you guys also will be interested in talking about.
I like
so
it.
Ready
I like
to,
it.
Okay.
I'm ready to sprinkle.
That's none of our business. So obviously during this time, Stallone had some kind of strange obsession with crime and being the law, as you stated in your synopsis. And this went on from the mid 80s to the early 90s. And also, since he wrote the screenplay and obviously seemingly tried way too hard to write himself as what his idea of cool was. So what I want to do right first is break down what I think his idea of cool is and how he wrote himself. The first thing that I noticed is, obviously, Calvin, you mentioned the car, that ridiculous 50s era car.
No, not ridiculous. That was a badass car.
It's pretty ridiculous.
No, I would.
For his
badass
profession.
car.
For his profession.
For his profession, sure. That's a badass car.
It had the harness seat belts, the nitrous, and then obviously the awesome 50.
Yeah, I think
Vanity plate.
I think you nailed it when you say it's his idea of trying to be cool.
Yeah, it's like he's trying so hard, but I think this is cool.
That's his real car, though.
It is his real car. That's also a
His
fact.
real
Really?
car.
Yeah.
Somebody looked up
Because-
trivia.
No, because he teased a fucking cheetah. There's supposed to be a second one of these.
Well, what happened was, so it was his real car, and then they made a bunch of duplicates of that car so they could do stunt scenes with it, but it was his personal car in a lot of the scenes. We can also talk about the fact that another thing, like this he was trying so hard to make sure I'm the coolest ever. Like when he's in the shooting range and he just whaps off fucking 5 rounds in 1 second and just wet ass pussy. And
You're saying he dumped clips?
yeah, he was dumping clips. He dumped 5 rounds in about 3 seconds, and they all 3 went through the same exact part of the middle of the bullseye.
My favorite part about that, let's if I can sprinkle in.
No, please.
My favorite part about that was they had just found out that the killer happened to get in. The guy's like, well, you're too much of a badass or whatever. Leave this to the detectives. And they're like, pretty much fuck off. Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, David Letterman was
So
being a
he
little bitch.
walks out of one room into a glass fucking shooting range, like not safe at all. There was just glass behind. He's like,
He just
you know
whips
what?
out his pistol.
I got to dump
yeah.
some clips. He did, and yeah. So I like that glass shooting range, just in the middle of the fucking police station.
Very nice.
That's not safe.
I also like the fact that it's another thing that he thinks is cool, where he wears his 45 in the front of his waistband with the handle, with his fucking Cobra plated handle
I think the
showing. He just walks around with it like it's fucking right by his dick.
How did you feel about the Cobra plated handle?
I loved it. I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I thought it was a little cheesy.
No, but that's why I love it.
Yeah, I mean, it was very 1980s, but I just think it could have been cooler. It was a little not that cool.
No, I thought it was the coolest.
They should have made it gold or some shit. Or more red.
Yeah, I'm into that.
I didn't like the white on it. Or make the gun not black, make the gun entirely white. That would have been cool.
because it was a Colt 45.
Or make it, I didn't like the black juxtaposed with the white handle. I wish it would just,
It didn't bother me. I thought the gun was very cool.
fucking no idea.
anyway.
Where am I?
Also, the fact that he constantly and arbitrarily choose a match for no reason until the very end, where I think the payoff is worth it.
Payoff's worth it.
The payoff is worth it.
You're waiting for it to come out, though.
You have the right to remain silent. It's a perfect line. It's like those one-line stingers, and then he just he just inadvertently doused this man with gas, and he goes, you have the right to remain silent, and then just lights it up. I think he does it on his gun too.
I think so, yeah.
And
I
it
don't
just,
think he did it inadvertently, though. I mean, I'm sure the gasoline was on purpose.
yeah, but my point is he wasn't chewing this fucking match the entire movie thinking, I'm gonna light someone on fire.
Right.
Like that wasn't it.
Wait for it to count.
Because otherwise he would just, why didn't you just chew a toothpick? If anything, that's, more
I
design.
agree with you at the point he wrote it to make himself seem cool. Because he could have had a
that's my
toothpick,
point.
but the match is way cooler.
But the match is like, it's gonna be a match, and I'm gonna light someone on fire.
He didn't even necessarily have to make it pay off at the end. I wouldn't have given a shit. I would have still
No,
thought
the
it was
payoff-
cool.
but the payoff's so
The
good.
payoff's worth it,
Payoff's
for
so
sure.
good.
But even I didn't know a payoff was coming. I just thought it was sweet. He had a match in his mouth.
And that's a
Maybe
strike.
I should start doing that.
That's a strike anywhere match, too.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to need a match,
Clearly.
you know?
No, the white tip. You can light it anywhere.
No, I know. I mean, clearly that was very apparent when he struck it on the handle of his pistol and threw it down. I don't know.
Threw it down. Blah, blah, blah.
15 feet. 15 feet it stayed lit and lit this guy on fire. Yeah, it was great. He also wears those massive reflective aviator sunglasses indoors all the time.
Yeah, they were.
Those are pretty sweet, though.
They are
were-
pretty sweet. They're very cool.
They were like, that's the fucking 80s right there. That's what I remember.
I have a note that says, this movie reeks of the 80s, and I am all in.
Oh, it's great.
I fucking love it.
It's the best part about the 80s is everything. It's down to the montages. It's so good.
We're going to need a montage.
And I also like the fact that he assembles elaborate and exotic automatic weapons in front of witnesses to get the pussy wet.
To whap.
To get that whap.
To get that whap.
Did you get sleep?
She said, I didn't even see you there lying on the bed.
And then he's clack, click, laser.
And he just like cocks his fucking pistol just for good measure. It's like, no, dude, she's
That's a semi, bro. That's a semi.
Those sheets are sopping wet. Like they're gonna need to wash those immediately.
Are you talking about the scene when it was the obligatory like soft rock and they start making out?
Yeah.
Like towards the end, almost a sex scene. Not quite that they fucked, but you know that they
made
fucked.
out.
You
They
know
definitely-
they probably
off screen.
fucked.
They
yeah.
fucked off screen.
And the bigger,
I was
longer
expecting it to go
uncut.
full fucking Roadhouse though and see some ass and stuff, but that doesn't happen.
Was a little disappointed.
Well, I wasn't that disappointed.
But my overall thought was it just seemed like the director let Sly have his way with almost every single creative impulse he had. Or the director's like, Sly's like, maybe I should wear my gun here. And then the director's like, sure.
Well, let me ask you this. So going back to Judge Dredd, I didn't listen to. I wanted to listen to that episode again before this
That's
one.
a good idea. We should have done that.
We should have done that. But didn't you say that he didn't direct that one, but he had some conflicts with the director, like to where he wanted to do some shit and he had too much say, or was that some other movie?
I think you're thinking of Kevin Costner, where
That's what it was. Yeah, never mind.
He worked with the same director multiple times. They didn't
I
like
think we
each
said
other.
that, though, about Judge Dredd, though.
It's certainly
That-
possible.
I think he wanted to do
he
some
conflicted
stuff.
some stuff, right?
Yeah.
He wanted to do it his way, and he was told no because he wasn't that big yet. When was
Well,
Judge
no,
Dredd?
No,
that
he
was
was
after
pretty
this.
big. He
That
was
was
pretty
after
big.
this.
That was after this?
Yeah.
Judge Dredd was the 90s. It was like 95,
So,
96.
and I think from what I've read about Sylvester Stallone is that the problem is when he's an actor who wants to have say in the direction of the film, whether or not the director is cool with that is up to the director. But I think he definitely wants to have directorial input even just as the leading man.
Has he not directed movies?
We talked about it up top. He has directed
He's directed several.
quite a few.
Okay.
But I do think he
Perfect.
likes to have his say. Yeah, at this point, 86, he was probably, he had already done Rocky, 4 of them.
Four of
and he
them,
was
yeah.
pretty much the shit. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was a megastar.
Yeah. Anyway.
Like, I think he
Montage.
was originally signed on to do, it was a different franchise, and he did this movie instead, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, Beverly Hills Cop.
Leave it to Beaver.
He was originally going to be the lead in Beverly Hills Cop before Eddie Murphy.
Shout out to Eddie Murphy, though.
Yeah. Oh, that
I can't
would have been a
imagine him in-
disaster.
yeah.
Would have been a disaster. And
Eddie Murphy's so good in that.
He had-
the first Beverly Hills Cop, I fucking love that.
he had
movie.
creative differences with the director. That's why he left. And he
Yeah.
did this instead because all the shit he wanted to do on Beverly Hills Cop, he pretty much transitioned to this movie.
I wonder if because
like-
they wanted to make it more like a comedy, and he wanted to be like.
And
super,
and you mean he's not funny? Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he's never really done like a Jingle All the Way or anything like that, has he?
Not at least he's not ever been intentionally funny.
Right.
He's definitely been like Tango and Cash. He's fucking hilarious.
He's had some movies that have comic scenes, but he's never just been in a straight up comedy like Schwarzenegger has.
I don't want to say no for a fact.
Schwartz.
But I can't remember.
Not off the top of my head.
Not
though,
top
yeah.
of my head.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm sure he has.
Yeah, he's probably done some dumb shit
Expendables
that we
is
don't
pretty
know about.
fucking funny. I mean, it's not Jingle All the
But
Way.
that's-
It's not
that's-
Jingle All the Way funny.
Yeah,
It's-
that's just an action movie that's
With, that has
supposed
comedic
to be ridiculous.
scenes.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
It's a self-aware movie.
Yes.
All right.
And I the first thing I've written down is like I can only imagine how pissed off Calvin was once he started this movie. Like the second he saw the leather jackets dudes rhythmically clanking axes together like in an unfilled indoor pool, he was like, "Fuck Rob, what is this movie?"
Yeah. No, I really did. You want to know? You want to know what one of my first notes is?
Yep.
It said films at films at this time look so fucking shitty, and I'm not really happy I'm watching it. But then I said, but you know what? I just look back because this is '86,
Yeah.
and I remember the type of TV I was watching stuff like this on.
You weren't alive in '86.
Well, I wasn't. You're right. But by the time I could watch TV,
But
and
in
remember it,
'96,
yeah, and they were still like the push button fucking knob TVs. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, there was like 3 channels.
86.
you turn it on and it's got the channel and green numbers in the corner
Oh,
before
yeah.
you had a menu.
Yeah, they
yeah.
didn't even have VGA cables
Yeah.
for like the Nintendos. You'd be like, damn it, I gotta
RCA cables.
Yeah.
No, the old Segas you had to plug into your cable.
I remember
outlet,
that.
Yeah.
I remember that,
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a cable prong,
which is ridiculous.
so that way you could take over channel 3. I'm
That's
pretty sure.
terrible.
Oh, that's exactly why it was. Yeah. Before there was actual like RCA inputs
Yeah.
or
You before you would go to the video or the input setting, yeah, you would just take over channel 3.
That's pretty terrible.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, sorry.
So yes, you're right. Are we going with your notes first?
I'm
Because
just
you didn't Scorducian.
Oh, well no, I did.
No, we're just all kind of going, I think.
Yeah, no, so I
let's
think
go.
I think we're just, I think we should keep
Sprinkle.
going. We're doing good right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so
We're doing good right now. Well, wait, while we're talking about the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
here's my first few notes that I wrote down. I wrote, if I remember correctly, my Stallone impression kills, but we'll figure it out
no,
during
I
this
think
podcast.
it's the best of the 3.
But I can't remember if it was good. But I did a bad
I think it's the
Schwarzenegger.
best of the 3.
But I didn't write that many quotes down in this
Well, I
one.
just like every time we bring up you got to pause because all three of us have to do it.
Yeah.
I think if I recall correctly, my Schwarzenegger's pretty good. Your
Yeah.
Stallone's pretty good.
My Schwarzenegger's terrible. I can't do it.
yeah, I did.
Shit is pretty rough.
the dogger, man.
That was the best yet, though. That's what's happening.
No,
What are you doing? It ends up being Italian. I can't fucking do Schwarzenegger.
Or like Cowabunga. What are you doing?
Ragin. I don't know what that is.
Please go
Give
on.
me to the chopper.
So I wrote, I know zero about this movie, but this movie, halfway through, I came up to the top of my notes and I wrote in bold because I want to say it from the jump. This movie gets the certified movies for guys who like movies seal of approval.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Right on it. Because
agree
it
with
is
that.
one of those type of movies.
I love this movie.
And if you want to hit it before you go on, I mean, I got notes from like the very like first fucking words of the movie.
Go.
And it's, you want to hear them?
Well, because I wrote down, oh shit, the town must have taken its bank robbing stuff at the beginning of the movie, or maybe it's Den of Thieves. I think it's Den of Thieves where it's like there's a bank robbery every 10 seconds,
is Den of
15
Thieves.
seconds.
Yeah.
And that's how he starts talking. I like that it was
Because
him
it's
talking
narrated
too.
by Stallone.
Yeah. There's a murder every
What?
5 seconds.
So we can say from this, I was like, well, that's obviously not what it is today. So you want to know what it is today?
Yes.
Ready?
Wait, you figured out the
I
crime
don't-
stats
You
for
looked at-
today?
Yeah, I got crime stats from today versus the last
Oh,
year.
shit.
So I'll,
For what city?
For
the
America.
America.
Oh, so, okay, America.
Because
okay.
he says in America.
Oh, okay.
There's a murder.
So I'll try to do it in Stallone.
Yeah, do it in a
I'll try.
Stallone.
Oh,
I'll
no,
try.
yes,
I'll
please,
try.
yeah.
But I'll read here today.
Calvin, I like this. This is going to be funny.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, all right,
Look at
yeah,
you.
yeah, funny
Look
joke.
at you,
Yeah.
Calvin.
I tried. I took out 3 pages of notes. Okay, so I'll do Stallone, and I'll give you 1986, and then you guys try to guess 2000.
Okay, I like
We'll say
this.
19
I
because
like this.
last year's stats probably. America. Fuck off, Keita. In America, the burglary every 11 seconds.
Wait, what'd you say? A bank robbery?
No, a
every
burglary.
11? A burglary. all
A
right.
burglary
Every 11 seconds.
every 11 seconds. I feel like I gotta take a shit.
We're never going to get through this.
I'm sorry.
Maybe just read it normal. Maybe just do it normal.
Yeah. Well, did we? Okay, you guys go. 11 seconds.
Okay.
In 2020 or 19, it was.
So in 86, a bank robbery or burglary every 11 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 23 seconds.
I'm going to say
Versus 11 and before.
No, we're talking about 2019.
There was 11 every 11 seconds in 1986.
So one every 23?
he's guessing 23. I'm going to guess 7 seconds now.
Well, Rob is on the right track.
Oh, it takes longer.
It's 26. Yeah, I was like, whoa. I didn't think it'd be more It'd be more of a spaced out event. I thought it'd been closer.
No, because there's a lot more deterrence to burglary now than there was in 86.
A lot more people, though.
Rob's gonna sweep. In America, there is an armed robbery every 65 seconds.
In 86.
In 86.
In 86.
An armed robbery in
I don't know why there's a
America
lisp.
in 29. Yeah, the lisp is weird.
I think it'd be good without the list.
Okay, let me cut the lisp
In
off.
America.
Yeah,
It's like it's his dumb brother. And-
Armando Santi.
Yeah, it is Armando Santi. Armando has the lisp.
Yeah. Yeah, from Judge Dredd. Go listen to that episode, fuckers.
Yeah.
this Christ.
You said every 65
Every
seconds?
65 seconds. And don't do minutes. Helpful hint. Keep it at seconds.
90 seconds.
Can you?
85 seconds.
223.
Okay.
I would have fucking done minutes at that point. I would have said 3.5 minutes. Fucking goddamn, almost 4
Well,
minutes.
this is what fucking Google gave me, so.
So basically,
I can do that math, though.
In America, there is a violent crime every 25 seconds.
See,
There's
I-
still a list.
A what crime?
a violent
A
crime.
violent crime.
See, I bet this one's still pretty bad. I bet it's because this is the one thing technology can't really mitigate. The
Every
other two
25
technology can help.
seconds.
So I'm gonna say 33 seconds. I don't think it's. I think it's gonna be pretty common.
I'll say 60 seconds.
26.
Damn.
Oh, so I was gonna say
Almost the exact same.
because that's the one thing technology, like from burglaries or armed robberies, you can use technology to deter those type of events. But like with violent crimes,
People are just assholes.
yeah, people are gonna do it.
I feel like Rob spends all his goddamn time fucking looking up crime statistics anyway, so this is right up his alley.
I don't.
Perfect. Well, he's doing great so far. So, in America, there is a murder every 24th minutes.
I'm sorry, a melee?
A murder.
Oh, murder.
A minute.
A murder.
It's every 24 minutes.
every 24 minutes.
I
Still
bet.
lisp. God, I gotta knock the lisp off.
I bet it's more like 40 minutes now.
Interesting.
I'm going to say 90 minutes.
32.
Damn.
Yeah. it's-
Rob's killing it.
Yeah, he
At least compared to Keenan,
Keenan,
Rob's killing.
I don't fucking know.
Well,
Price is Right rules.
some of these I had to get because they weren't online.
My
The
first,
first two
instinct-
were easy.
My first instinct was to guess that it's happening more, but it's not anymore. You're right. There's more deterrence now.
Yeah.
More police force, you know.
No, but it is happening. Well,
No.
Was that? No, it
No,
wasn't. Okay,
there's
yeah.
more of a spaced out. Yeah.
It might be happening on a higher level, but I don't see how that would be possible if it's happening every 20 seconds back in the day. Yeah, anyway, moving on.
In America, there is a rape every 250 days. Hey, there
250 days? That's not right.
my bad. In America, there is a rape every 200. There is 250 rapes a day.
Oh, 250 a
It's starting
day.
to get a little.
250
It's
a
starting
day.
to get a little more Mr.
Oh,
T. I'm sorry.
This is getting dark.
Yeah.
I have to guess how many rapes a day there are now. Fuck.
I don't like that.
Let me just say, people are fitter.
All right.
300.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 305.
269. Keenan won this one.
Oh Jesus.
Closer.
Yeah, I was the one.
I'm not proud that I won that for
No,
the record.
I know. Like, I didn't want to guess how many rapes happen a day. All right, what's next?
No, that was it.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Yeah, we'll end it on that.
Glad we ended on rape.
There we go.
Dark segment, but now you know the crime statistics in America.
Well, I just thought it was interesting because I was like, there's no way those are accurate today. Way more.
Yeah.
But some of them are way less, actually. I was surprised.
Yeah, I mean, technologies,
deterrence,
more deterrence. So the one
Way
thing,
more people, though. I would have thought way more psychopaths.
at the beginning when the guy is he's not robbing, he's just taking hostages in the grocery store with his sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah.
He seems to initially just be shooting things that will explode in the grocery store.
The fruit?
Yeah, yeah.
The fucking cabbage.
I wrote down, that dude hates veggies.
Yeah, he's not.
Dude, grocery store is like, he was shooting the shit out of that produce.
There are people everywhere, and he seems to be shooting things that'll just look more dramatically from an explosion perspective as opposed to killing humans, which good for him.
Can we say the cart, though? The fucking cart he shot towards the end of his rampage was...
Captain Crunch went everywhere.
fucking is the below.
I got a few notes from this scene. So I enjoy when there's movies that it's not really a period piece, but now it is because this movie is a timestamp of 1986.
I agree with that.
And I love seeing grocery store. Like I love when you get to see everyday shit in movies like that.
It was called a king market.
A king market, and then like the bounty rolls look the same. The weird Pepsi dispenser thing that had like that
looked like it was pooping.
Yeah, it was gross. Like
It
it
was
looked like it
gross.
was supposed to look like it was a can pouring into a cup, but it was just like an automatic poop chute type thing.
It looked really gross.
Yeah, I thought that I was glad when that got blown away. But there's a line in there that they go, "What's going on here?" And it goes, "Just another asshole that woke up hating the world." And I wrote, "What is that? Another way to describe Ragin Robb?"
Yeah.
Only when you're
Chipotle.
Ragin Robb, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got.
Oh,
Chipotle.
I had an episode when I was driving Calvin back from where we had dinner. I had
No, wait. The episode didn't happen while he was driving back. He told me about the episode.
I kind of had an episode.
I mean, it was a Raging Rob, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
Oh,
towards...
you just recently had one.
oh yeah,
It wasn't
on the way
towards me,
home.
though.
No, it wasn't towards him. It was
Yeah.
no.
Just to clarify.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
No. So it basically, just a quick sidebar. I found out that
We have another
Ragin
level.
Robb is here to stay.
So there's Raging Rob, but there's like
Super Saiyan Rob.
I can I found out that there's a level of Rob that where if you cross a certain barrier,
There's Raging Rob. and
I will
there's-
never be okay with you ever again, no matter what. I'm not gonna like you can come apologize, you can say whatever. I'm never gonna be cool with you.
Exact words were, I'm
Doesn't
never
matter.
going to fuck with you again.
I will never fuck with you again. And
Super Saiyan Rob, we'll say.
yeah, and the thing is, the reason why I know this is true because of the incident Calvin and I were talking about with the individual happened over 10 years ago, and I still have the same passionate hatred
Burning-
for this person
burning
that I
hatred.
did 10 years ago.
Should we say his name?
No,
You can bleep it out.
no. Let's not do that.
You tell me after the
Let's not do
episode,
that.
But,
But
bleep it out.
and there's never been another person since then. But the only reason I know that there's that level of Rob where I will never fuck with you again is because of that person.
can we call it Ragin' Cajun Rob?
Oh, c'est bon roulé.
Yeah, listen on my time roulette, I'll never talk to you again.
Yeah, that was way better version of French than mine.
I took 2 years. But anyway.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Where were we? Please, who is?
In the grocery store, we're talking about him. I said I like that he drank that warm Coors Banquet.
I know.
I
So
appreciate it. And then he used that as a distraction. I hope he chugged the whole thing.
I
but,
think that speaks to the product placement, which was very shameless.
overt.
It was shameless.
Yes.
It was shameless product placement. He was literally drinking a Coors Banquet, which, by the way, I'm not sure which is quite appropriate behavior during a hostage situation. If you're cracking a beer and it's just like, hey, I'm Sylvester Stallone. Before I save this bitch, drink Coors and Pepsi. Like, that's basically what was happening.
I'm Sylvester Stallone, and I never fight crime without Coors Banquet.
I never kill a bad guy before drinking a Coors Banquet.
But he did end up using it as a distraction, more so. He
He
only
did.
took a
That's
sip,
true.
and then he threw it, so I'll give him that.
Maybe it had to be the right weight. Maybe,
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
If you throw a full can, that's just going to
Yeah.
explode, go all over the place. I did write down the line when the guy's like, hey, man, I'll blow this whole place up. Go ahead. I don't shop here.
I don't shop here.
I love
There's
that.
See, more evidence that he clearly wrote the screenplay because the one-liners, and I'll get into it later about the comedic lines, like the comedic writing he attempted. It's horrible, but it's just that I think it's mostly for better, but for better or for worse, this is a Sylvester Stallone written screenplay, and I think it works.
I think it works.
I think it works.
I like it.
Yep.
I don't know.
There were some nice details in it. Like, I'll say, whoever, like, I've seen a lot of movies where there's bad guys that they wear the pantyhose masks.
Yeah, these were way different. They were almost more like weirder.
Well, they were pantyhose masks, but what they did is they cut eye holes out of them. That's what I noticed. I was like, oh shit, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, they
'cause they
almost-
could still see out of them. Like, I appreciated that little costume detail.
They looked like putties from Power Rangers.
They did. Those pantyhose masks, they always remind me of fucking, oh, god damn it. Jason Silverman movie.
Saving Silverman?
Saving Silverman, yeah.
Yeah, with
Jason
J.D. McNugent?
Yeah, and they're wearing the mask. Anyway.
Yeah.
I like that little nice touch on that there. I don't know if he wrote in, you know what? They should have eye holes in the pantyhose mask, but I thought that was
They
nice.
look scarier for sure.
They looked more intimidating, yeah, for sure. And that blue van looked creepy too.
Well, and I don't know if we, I'll kind of touch on this as well. So I really thought this movie surprisingly had a lot of horror elements to it. I didn't expect for being billed as a Sylvester Stallone action film. Between the way it was shot, a lot of the score, and a lot of the tension building jump scares, there was a lot of horror elements in this movie.
I thought that the end, the setting specifically with them being in like a factory that had molten lava and shit like that, it reminded me of Terminator and
you mean the
Terminator
Foundry?
2. Yeah, it reminded me of Terminator and Terminator 2.
A little bit.
And the first Terminator could be argued that it's like a horror movie, so it kind of had those vibes.
Sell me on that real quick.
Yeah, whoa.
Well, it's like a machine from the future at the end when it's trying to get him.
Sci-fi. I can get sci-fi from that.
sci-fi horror
Not
slash
horror.
horror.
I don't think horror.
Whatever.
Slasher.
Don't look too far into that. You weren't supposed to look too far into
Slash
that one.
hooer.
Okay, slash hooer.
Yeah, not horror. Hooer.
But I don't know if this one was very like scary either necessarily.
No,
I
not at all.
think it tried to be.
No.
Kind of like a slasher.
Yeah, a little bit. The guy carried a massive fucking elaborate knife, and he wore a mask. He was a masked serial murderer. That's the plot of a horror film.
You ever seen Zodiac? Zodiac's not
That's a horror
But
movie.
it wasn't just him.
No,
either.
Zodiac's not a horror movie.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Horror suspense.
That's thriller.
Thriller, suspense.
But it wasn't just him either. I thought that the chick that was like the mole in the police agency that worked for the cult.
Bitch.
Can you explain to me exactly what her relationship with Sylvester Stallone and Sergeant Gonzalez was? Because I was confused at some points. Why was she with them when they were driving upstate California to bring...
So there's a throwaway line where they're like, Sergeant Shelby or whatever the fuck her name is.
So she was on the police force.
She was on the police force.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they
Okay.
show that she
was
that's
in the
how they
room a
knew-
couple times.
That's how the cult knew where she was, and she was the one that told people to get away.
Yeah,
like,
she was the
told them
double
to
agent.
leave the
Yeah.
hospital and stuff like that.
Right.
But I thought it was Rizzo from Greece. Like, I was like, oh shit,
Kinda looked like her.
I've never seen her in another thing.
That was-
Rizzo from Greece is a murderer, and she
I was
just
trying
turns
to
out it
figure out who
wasn't
that
Rizzo
was.
from
Yeah, dude,
Greece.
she got a hickey
It
from
wasn't?
Kaneki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I looked it up. I was like,
It's
oh
not
my
the same
god,
girl?
but it wasn't her.
It's definitely not her.
Damn, that would have been great if it was.
Yeah, I think she would have been in our cast at the beginning.
Would
if
have,
it was, but
for
yeah.
sure. She's actually been in... The actual Rizzo from Greece has been in a ton of shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Well, we missed that.
Practical Magic. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
No, but that just got brought up to me that anyway. Maybe I should see that. Can we you got something about right here?
Where are we at?
I don't know.
So I did want to say, I did think it was funny and strange, and I'm not sure it made sense. To, like when he was in his apartment and chopping pizza up with scissors was strange. It was a strange choice, but whatever. I'm fine with that.
Stylistic.
Why does he keep his gun cleaning equipment in an old egg carton?
So you won't find it when you break in. Duh. Who's going to
why-
want to clean his guns?
Why would they want to find that?
You know, I keep Pumbaa's toys in an old egg carton.
That
Really?
that makes
What?
way more sense.
It's like
Do
a
you
box.
really?
It's like an old box of eggs from like the 1910s.
Well, why?
My
Normally,
grandma had that. What else am I doing?
no, but that makes more sense to me because normally, if you want to put pets' toys in it, I understand
Yeah.
that. But
What do you? In the old egg carton?
avid gun owners usually have
It
at
makes
least
zero sense.
the avid gun owners I know have a case for everything.
Or
Yeah,
a
that's-
gun.
it-
Yeah.
It wasn't very safe. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You said avid. I hear average. It makes me think that, no, I don't think the average gun owner would have a case for.
Here's the thing that we need to focus on though, is that Calvin didn't think that I would have a fucking egg carton from the 1900s or whatever, and I do.
I didn't think you'd have that.
What do you mean from the 1900s? There's egg cartons today.
Like 1920s or something. It's like an old one.
oh, that's cool.
It's
What's
like
it-
vintage. It's got a little chick on it.
Is it cardboard now, or is it?
No, it's wood.
Oh, it's wood.
It's like something that you would put out on your doorstep,
And
and
they
they
would
would come
fill
and
the
bring the
eggs.
eggs in.
Yeah, like when the guys
Yeah,
deliver
yeah.
milk
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Milk.
Yeah.
Milk.
Yeah.
Meow.
Milk.
Meow.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Meow.
Oh, wow.
Do you want me to keep going, or you've got something?
Well, I just want to ask. I'm sure you're gonna get to it, but what the fuck is up with the music video with the
so
robots?
that was my next thing.
Yeah.
And the the pretty epic 80s montage, which included some sweet 80s babe music video elements, a blade motif, and Sly Stallone assaulting a bartender for what appeared to be no reason at all.
Yeah, and the robots never fucking came back. Why were all?
Well,
what was?
No. I
They
agree.
were just a music video. It was a music video.
It
Like
was a
Yeah,
montage.
but in the middle of the movie, it was
No, it was a montage that I agree with Keenan. It made no sense. It was Brigitte Nielsen. She had the real
was
straight
she the
hair.
fashion
Yes,
model?
She was the fashion model.
So it was like a shoot.
Okay,
So
that makes more
Calvin's
sense.
right. So I think
guess.
they were establishing that she was doing a shoot.
Oh, you guys are retards. Can't
that
figure that out.
No, that's staying in.
Margaret.
But
Anyway.
yeah, no, pretty epic 80s montage. The next thing I have, which may have been my favorite
Hold on.
throwaway.
Wait a minute. Talking about the fucking guy who just tearing down the wife beater. We're way past this now. When he fucking hits the guy's car after the supermarket. The Mexican guy.
Oh,
¿Qué
yeah.
pasó?
Chingaro tu madre! Yeah.
What the pinche?
Chingaro.
He sounded like Watto from Star Wars. Ooh, what the pinche?
Yeah, well, might have been.
Is that the guy who owned Anakin as a slave?
Yeah.
Was it?
Bitch. No, that's not it.
Yeah, that's long.
Anyway,
The Danny DeVito of
that's a good yeah.
But the whole he came out of his car and he just rips his fucking wife beater down straight down the middle.
Yeah, he's good strip up.
Yeah, it was like, okay, so was he like an undercover cop and was trying to act hard?
No.
or-
Again, this goes back to
He had a
Sylvester
fucking wire.
Stallone's
Why do you have a wire?
obsession with becoming. I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was weird too. But goes back to Sylvester Stallone's kind of obsession with like being the law, and like that's what he just walked up to me. He was like the Ronald Reagan version of law, where there was like the stop and frisk, where it was just like, "Hey, you Mexican? Then just show me your shirt." And
Right.
then he just rips it down. I was like, "What? That wasn't right at all."
And he had a wire. Shape up.
I also have a lot of problems with his interpretation of enforcing the law. Now, but we can talk about that later.
But he was a
towards the
zombie.
ending.
He was on the zombie squad, so he can do whatever the fuck he
So he
wants.
was an assassin,
No.
kind of.
Well, he could just, I mean, they operated out of the hours of the law so they could cross the line and not care.
All right, so I want to talk about this parking garage scene where the boss was sexually harassing his subordinate. Do you guys not remember this?
Well, not the boss. It was the photographer.
Whatever it was, he was someone who had power over her, and his rationalization, the fact that he thought he wasn't being inappropriate in the dialogue that he said to her was fucking wild. She was like, "Oh, well, I just think we should keep things professional." He goes, "I'd be sick if I didn't want to sleep with you. If
Yeah.
you don't do it for me, do it for your career." And then,
Yeah.
like, she's pushing back. She's like, "Well, I don't think we should do that." And he's like,
She said, I'm not hungry right now. At least they're going to take you to dinner if it's going to take that long.
"No, what he says is, I can see it's going to take a while to change your mind, so where do you want to eat?" And you're like, holy shit, this guy doubles down.
He doubled down, for sure.
No, it's just hilarious that was considered a normal situation of dialogue to have 40 years ago. Like,
Right, and that's going to make the movie, right. That's
No.
not some creepy rapist. That's just a photographer having a good time with the model.
today, I feel like that woman would have fucked that dude up the first time. If he would have even moderately inferred that she needed to sleep with him to further her career. So I'm surprised you guys didn't. I'm surprised Keen especially didn't pick up on that. I thought that was hilarious. I think it was the funniest dialogue in the whole movie.
Could have hit him in the nuts. That's what Caitlin always says.
Yep.
Hey, lay on pinata ride. Pinata ride. I got a pee again.
Well, you go if you need to.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So going back to when Sylvester Stallone is with Brigitte in the car, and I don't think it's the best idea to pursue armed and dangerous suspect in a high-speed chase when you're only living witness who can identify the night slashers in the car with you.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair assessment.
It just seems like, well, maybe drop her off. Maybe
Yeah,
like, hey,
maybe get her
maybe
to
you
safety.
get out. And all, because he then eventually ends up wrecking the car, almost killing both of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's something I had.
That's bad police work there, but that's why they didn't want him on the case. They said, "Cobra, you're a loose cannon."
No, there's a great argument to make that he's a really bad police officer.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a very compelling argument to make that he is a bad police officer, 100%.
Absolutely.
So there's a couple things that Sly tries his hand at comedic writing on the screenplay, fails pretty miserably. The one scene I noticed, it was when Brigitte this bitch was putting so much ketchup on her fries. I'm like, this is gross. What is she doing?
Yeah.
And then I realized it was a setup for Stallone to be like, you have a life preserver because your fries are drowning. And I was like, that's a terrible fucking joke.
Yeah, and then they showed the fries with the ketchup like 4 more times just to be like,
was gross.
wasn't that joke funny? Wasn't that joke funny?
You guys remember that time she put too much ketchup on her fries, and I called her out and made a joke?
Patrick Mahomes in that State Farm commercial.
Right, that's exactly what I thought. When
Yeah.
he's just squirting ketchup on his steak the entire time, it's like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
There was another
Well, I
one.
think it's taking a joke because Patrick Mahomes obviously doesn't like ketchup on his steak.
Yeah, he does.
No, I don't think he does.
No, he does.
He definitely does.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he does.
He definitely does.
No, I don't think he does.
Well, he
Are you
said
fucking
that
with
he
me
does.
right now?
I don't think he does.
He definitely does.
This
Anyway,
is-
moving on. Let's not get on that.
yes, sir.
There was the only other joke that I thought was there was only another joke that I noticed and it was also terrible when he was talking to Brigitte about like his name is Mary. He's like, oh, it's my harder name.
Like Alice.
She's like, what name? He goes, Alice. Like, oh, sweet punchline, bro. That was fucking garbage.
Well, now that I know he wrote it too, I have a comment that was like, because I'm pretty sure I wish I would have listened to the Judge Dredd episode again so I could refresh myself. But I'm pretty sure we talked about how him and Diane Lane's like love kind of came out of nowhere, you know? And it kind of the same thing with this. It's like he was protecting her, and then all of a sudden she's like, "But what's his real name?" To Gonzalez at the gas station. He's like,
No, Gonzalez like, if you wanna make him feel, cheer him up, call him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's that, Marion? Yeah,
Marion.
exactly. And
Mario.
I thought that was very
I would have been
forced
like,
to
yo,
seeming.
what's up, Maid Marion, you old bitch?
Marion. Like Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the last couple of things
Yes.
I have is obviously I really thought the match paid off when you have the right 2 minutes that lights him up. We talked about that, and obviously I think the cinematographer did a really good job of overstating that the villain at the end was going to get meat hooked. Like you saw,
That's a good way to put it.
like,
Meat hooked.
He's hooked.
you saw the meat
Yeah.
hooks at least 10 times in
Right.
a 30-second time. Like, oh, he's going to get hooked on that.
No,
for
the
sure.
first time we saw it, yeah, you thought it was going to happen then. When
And
he
it-
was,
yeah.
yeah.
I didn't really understand. So I have a problem with the writing at the end with it too. When he's doing the showdown, I also have a problem that fucking Rizzo from Grease showed up and like stopped him before he killed that
Jumped
guy.
on his back.
After she'd already
Yeah.
been shot.
After
by
she
the
had already
way.
been
Yeah.
shot, like that's a stupid thing. But when the guy was like, "You can't kill me, pig," well, here's the thing: you got a knife. You're refusing to drop your weapon. I'm pretty sure at that point he could probably. It's a justifiable, at least shoot him in the leg or something.
Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah,
think
the
I
guy.
don't
You
know.
got a guy saying, "I'm going to murder you, pig. I'm not going to drop my weapon." I don't think that he's got to try to arrest him at that point.
I don't know the rules of engagement from a police officer perspective there, but I think you might be right.
yeah,
Well,
I think if you
so.
got to,
You can't say it, right? You have to make an actual attempt. If
you have to say, "Drop your weapon, drop your weapon,"
is
which he never
threatening him.
said. But
He is
he's
threatening
saying,
him.
"Pig, I'm not going to drop my weapon, pig."
He has to come after you.
Well, then he clearly does.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
then,
but
so
he
I'm
does have
saying
his
the
gun.
meat hooking was a justifiable, I think, action at that point.
Yeah, I think looking back, the Knights.
I got you. I'm gonna pick you up and put you on this.
That should have been a scene at the end. The fucking guy who's like the coach from the Replacements. He's like the linebacker coach from the Replacements, and he's like the captain in this movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Have him come up to him and go, "Cobra, you're gonna have a lot of paperwork. You just meat hooked that guy. What about the paperwork on the meat hook? You could just shoot him with your laser gun. You gotta meat hook him."
And I think if you ask the Night Slasher if he could actually go back and be like, just shoot me now. Don't shove me on a meat hook and send me into what would you call that? I mean,
Meat hook fame.
It's like a fucking molten
Incinerator?
machine. Yeah,
an incinerator?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where Sweeney Todd went to
Right.
die.
I gotta say, I have a note here.
Okay, let's see.
got a
Yeah,
note
please.
here.
Well, I was
I got,
gonna
he's
say-
got, hey, he's got a note.
This will be a very dangerous place to work.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. The fucking flames.
Not
This-
good. What is that place? What do they do at that
There's
place?
just flames everywhere. I can see you need to pour in the metal, but something's just fucking. It's very dangerous.
Why you got meat hooks?
Stallone calls it
Meat
the
hooks
foundry.
and flames.
So whatever that is.
The foundry. The
Yeah,
foundry.
get to the foundry. Like that's yeah.
Hey,
Get to the foundry.
you found your death. Hey, I mean, come on.
What?
I don't know. Christopher Walken? Christopher?
Okay.
Christopher.
I think it's also safe to say that the Night Slasher's voice was completely modulated for his ending monologue because he sounded like someone who was translated.
What are you doing,
Pig, I'll eat you, pig.
That was another note that I had because his voice did not sound the way he looked.
And I will say, now that we're talking about his voice, I wasn't going to bring it up. I didn't even write the note down, but we're talking about it. And so he has that voice. Then he gets meat hooked. and I kind of had a problem with him screaming like a little bitch.
One of my notes is
He talked a big game.
Yeah, why are you gonna scream like a little bitch now?
There's the night slasher's voice was not what I thought it would be. He screamed like a baby when he got meat hooked.
Yeah, I mean,
But he had this
like,
big,
why?
deep, modulated, scary voice
beforehand,
Yeah.
I thought it would have been at least. Don't let him go out like a bitch like that. At least have him being like, "Ugh," or just die.
Fuck you, pig. Fuck you, pig.
Yeah, still try to chop him at him or something. But yeah, no, just.
Like when he got before that too, before the girl jumped on his back when he was about to shoot him because he goes, sucker. What?
No, yeah. What does he say? He just ended with sucker.
No,
And
that's
he's
all he
"Oh,
said.
dude, it was fine before
He
he
had
said.
this whole monologue, and then he comes back and had his laser on him. He's like, sucker.
No, that's when he says, "This is where the law and I meet,
No, this is where the law ends
and I begin." Sucker.
Sucker.
It's like what?
Sucker. And that's when the fucking Rizzo from Grease
Yeah.
jumps on his back.
And I
My last
guarantee you,
note was,
Stallone
Night
improvised
Slasher's
that.
cry sounds like a baby's.
He does. Sounds like a little bitch.
That's a really good baby, actually.
That is really good.
That's
They've had lots of experience. I'm
scary good.
sorry. Yeah.
It kind of makes me uncomfortable.
I'm gonna isolate that.
While we're talking
gonna
about the
fart
ending
and
too,
cry.
there's that sniper guy that
That just never pays
that
off.
never pays off.
Yeah.
But there's the one. There's several shots that you see from the
Yeah,
sniper.
you think he's gonna get shot once?
Yeah, but then there's the part where like Stallone's there and the sniper looks at him and Stallone runs behind like an orange or something and the
he
sniper
shoots the orange.
and it hits the orange. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that would have hit Stallone. I don't
those
think
were
that
lemons. Those were lemon trees.
Those were
Come
big
on.
fucking
Oh,
lemons,
maybe they're
man.
lemons.
They were lemons.
You got some big fucking lemons.
I'll show you my big fucking lemons.
I also wrote down that I want to go as Cobra for Halloween next year, but if I'm going to do that, I better start fucking doing push-ups
Better
now.
start
or
pumping
something,
iron.
You know?
All I gotta say is the sniper that did die when he poured the gasoline on him and then finally used the match. He goes, "Ah!" and then just laid right down. It's like, well, for a burning death, that happened pretty fast.
I think we need to just isolate Calvin for crying and screaming deaths. He's got some great,
He's got a good
some
fart,
good bites,
and he's
Yeah.
got some good screaming.
I'm
and
just
crying,
I'm
you
just
know?
special effects. That's all I'm here for. Come
You're
on.
like Michael Winslow.
Yeah.
I lost the beeps, the creeps, and the sweeps.
I guarantee you, Calvin doesn't know who Michael Winslow is.
I don't.
Isn't that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
from R2D?
No, he's from Spaceballs. He's the guy that's like, I lost the beeps, the creeps, and
Well,
the sweeps.
and Police Academy.
And Police Academy and
Yeah.
a lot of movies back in the 80s.
All right,
I think
guys.
he shows up in Arrested Development.
Do you know what time it is?
Oh,
wait.
Nope, sorry. Oh, Please continue.
We are not there yet.
Well, Calvin, you do your notes. I have one final question. Calvin,
Hold on.
you say what you have to say.
yeah, no, guys.
Let me-
You let me know when you're done. I'm sorry. I
Let
apologize.
me run back through them. I said murder/rape cult. Nice.
Pretty much. Yep. That's what.
Grocery store, you have to hit all the shitty produce. Only. Oh no, they wait when they were outside of the grocery store and they were fucking just first off the show the scene. The guy pulls up in the car and there's that kid rocking in that like green frog. When was the last time you seen a fucking like a Hy-Vee or a Price Chopper? What are you doing?
Mind your business, man.
A Price Chopper that had the fucking like the toys in the front that like you put a quarter into and it like rocked back and forth like the trains or the planes.
Are you
know what
talking
I'm
about when Sylvester Stallone is?
No, when the
He's
bad
talking
guy
about
first pulls up, there was like a
overall.
green frog. You know those little things you used to be into? They made like carnival music and they just like rocked back and forth.
I must have missed this.
The little rides in front of remember?
Yeah,
but you
I
remember
know. I know
grocery
those. Yeah, I
stores,
know what you're talking about.
You had them.
Yeah.
They don't have them anymore. All they have is claw machines. That's all I'm saying.
It's a very astute observation.
I'm just saying. It's
That's
kinda
what I'm
crazy.
saying when I like. I like seeing movies like this when they go back to the. It's like a snapshot of what fucking society was like
It's
at the
weird.
time.
Makes
Yeah.
it a
It's
certain
we
kind of
used to get
period
into
piece.
those.
And I remember those. I remember those growing up. But yeah,
Listen,
they don't have.
They
those
always used to be
anymore.
horses.
Yeah.
You know
They
what
would
else?
rock back and forth.
McDonald's used to have fucking playgrounds in them too.
They still do off Chipman.
Okay.
There's still a play place.
Okay.
Now,
Just saying.
now with COVID, that's a
No, there's
disaster.
still a play. Well, I don't know. I've been
Those are going away.
when the guy's giving the other guy shit when they first show up for the supermart and they're like,
Yeah.
call the Cobra.
That's the captain who goes.
I was like,
Call the Cobra.
I was like,
what?
I like that though. That
No,
was good.
I loved it. I
Like,
loved it. It's perfect for this movie.
You better. And then he pulls up. I always say he pulled up in the 1950 Mercedes, and I was like, that's
It's not a Mercedes.
or whatever Mercury. I'm
Mercury,
sorry. I wrote
yeah,
Merc.
Mercury.
All I wrote was Merc. I stopped there, assuming I know what I wrote. But it's pretty fucking cool. That's a dope fucking car.
Yeah,
Rob, if your Mercury had been that cool, we would have hung out with you a lot longer.
Hey, my Mercury was way more luxurious than that.
I don't know that it was.
It was. It was
Nit-
leather
nitrous.
interior.
Nitrous.
No nitrous on it, but
Nice.
Nice.
covered in Lakers stickers.
It was Kobe Bryant.
Then I wrote badass car, but where the fuck did the motorcycle go from the opening fucking scene?
Well, it shows up at the very fucking end.
When he rides off on the
He rides
motorcycle?
off on- no thanks, I get my own ride.
Not even sure it's his motorcycle. I think he's just stealing that motorcycle.
I ride motorcycles.
I'm a cop. I'm a co-op. I can take it. I'm a co-op.
I'm a co-op. I'm
was one of the bad
commandeering.
guys.
I'm commandeering. No, I literally his captain goes, Cobra, let me give you a ride. He's like,
Get red.
and he just steals a motorcycle.
Yeah, it could have been one of the bad guys.
It was one of the bad guys.
Well, perfect.
Still doesn't make it. He's a cop. He still can't just take
Where the
it.
fuck? The fucking opening scene was him riding a motorcycle in the fucking sunrise. Like,
Hey, Captain, after I punch you in the face, I'm going to go bang Brigitte Nielsen on the back of this bike.
Well, that's not his captain.
That wasn't
This is
Stallone either.
Russian. Hey, you can't get what the fuck was the wife beater tearing, and was he wearing a wire? Yeah,
He was, and I don't know why.
I think he was good. Like, his Spanish was rough too. Hey, ¿qué pasa, Cese? Like,
His chingada tu madre was pretty good.
but then the one he goes, "Hey, what the fuck, pinche?" What's
That
that?
doesn't make any sense.
Pinche? He was like, "What the fuck, fucking?"
what the fucking? Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
But I'm just saying. I don't know. All right. Anyways,
Should have been there.
trying to convince her to have sex. A little rapey. I said that. The
well, why did you
parking
pipe
garage.
in when I was talking about
I
that?
did.
All right.
I did. But then the whole time, like, the guy came in and he fucking hit the thing twice and missed the rapey guy. And then all of a sudden just fucking hits him in the chest. And I was like, damn, he's dead.
Well, the thing is,
He's not going to be in Rush Hour 3.
from a writing perspective, you have to kill that guy because he's such a piece of shit.
Well, yeah,
If
for
you
sure.
don't, if you don't kill him and he says
But
all
then-
that awful shit, it's not.
But then
good.
the guy that tries to kill her and fucking hits the, like, sprinkler system up above.
Well, yeah, she
It's
can't
like,
die.
I know. I didn't know who she was at first. Well, it's a little rapey. And I said I like the term zombie squad.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's really cool.
I'm in on Zombie Squad.
I like zombie squad
I'm in on that.
because it's a real thing apparently.
Could be. I
typed in zombie squad
Yeah.
and it was
I believe it.
Did you get a Call of Duty website?
Kazakhstan. Yeah.
Call of Duty Zombies. You
I
get one- you
picked
get
up
one-
what you're putting down.
Let me put it in her booty while I'm playing Call of Duty.
That does sound great.
Yeah.
Steel Panther. I just started listening. It's really fucking funny. Why are they going off for this one lady? I didn't understand that. I
Because
never understood.
she was the one witness that could identify
the
who-
one witness, but so fucking what? Like, he's not a fucking guy that's out there. He's not mayor of the town and, like, is going to get in trouble. She saw his face. Maybe
Not
she
sure I
could-
understand your argument.
He's not the mayor of the town.
I'm just saying, like,
No, but he's a murderer. It's
But yeah, but he's not like he's like in the fucking paper, so she's gonna know his face.
I don't even think it was the face. I think it was more so she saw the van and they were worried
van,
about
okay, I can see the
blue
van.
No,
and
no,
all
But she
that
didn't get a
stuff.
license plate number. She didn't get all this shit.
The turncoat broads are like, she saw your face. I know
Yeah.
where she is.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like, let's get her.
And he goes, no, she's mine.
Yeah, and she was the cop.
Yeah.
The co-op.
The co-op.
Yeah.
She's a co-op.
Like, just fucking let her go. You didn't have to go. You didn't have to take 20 fucking motorcycle guys up there to kill her.
I will say
You
I
didn't have
think
to do all that.
I think that if they would have just not fucked with her and let her go, she probably wouldn't have told anybody shit.
yeah, I agree.
well, she
Like
went
if I'm driving along on a back road and I see some people that obviously murdered someone, I will speed off, but it's not to go tell on them. It's to hope that they don't kill me. But I wouldn't,
Whoa.
I don't know if I'm diamond
No arguments.
because I don't want to get killed. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. He's
I
not
don't
like
want to be
the-
put in that
he's not
position.
like he's
Never
on
mind.
TV
I don't
all
want
the
to go
time.
on record saying that I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, fuck
but,
my
you know.
civic duty. I'm not
Hey,
turning into a
totally
murderer.
would tell on that person.
I don't think her character was going to. I don't know.
I
I
mean-
would have called
All right,
somebody.
Cal,
I guess.
You've got 30 seconds. What else?
Yeah, no, the sniper died pretty fast, and he just got thrown gasoline on him and died. I mean, that's not really how it would go down. The Night Slasher's voice was way deeper than I thought it would be.
You said all this.
I know, and I'm trying to through. Why would you take anyone in? She's already killed everyone else. I don't remember that came in, and then sucker. And then this factory would be a horrible place to work. The night slasher cry sounds like a baby.
Step inside Calvin's mind. He'll give it to you real
just
fast.
did.
All right, I got a question, though.
Go.
Let me finish it out.
No,
and a
please.
half
And this
pages,
is for you
bitches.
guys. This is for you guys. Getting back to it, because we brought it up, and I wanted to make sure that we finished it.
Okay.
So, and I set boundaries. The year is 2020. This year's fucked up enough.
Yes.
Terrible.
Somehow,
Question is yes.
on the Washington Mall, on one side of it, fucking Cobra, the National Mall with the anyway.
Where all the people normally where the president holds his speech after he gets
Yeah, yeah,
elected, and there's
where the
Washington
fucking
Mall.
Washington Monument is and the thing. One side, fucking Cobra drops down, a vengeance fire. The other side, Judge Dredd drops down.
I like this.
I don't know why they're fighting to the death,
JJ.
but they are fighting to the fucking death.
I'm going Cobra.
I'm taking JD all the way.
Really?
I'm going
taking JD.
Cobra.
All right, so you think Cobra's going to get him.
Yeah.
The year is 2020, so they're both out of their element, and it's modern 2020.
Wait, do they have their fucking guns and all that stuff too?
They
No,
Cobra
it's
can
20.
bring his fucking laser pointer
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
All
but,
right.
but
And
Judge
what
Dredd
did
can't
Judge
bring
Dredd have?
No, he can't bring his
Yeah.
shit from back in.
No, but no, he can't bring his fucking jet ski thing. But he can bring
But he can
one
bring
gun.
his-
Didn't he have one gun?
Yeah.
yeah.
But that gun wasn't automatic locking.
No, yeah, it coded to his
Judge
fingerprint.
Judge Dredd doesn't have flying powers.
His
or anything
DNA
like
was
that,
coded
you know?
to his pistol.
What was his flying deal called? The
Jet ski.
Yeah, he doesn't have his jet ski.
Okay.
He's still walking around.
The jet ski of death.
I'm going Cobra simply because I think Judge Dredd in this modern day, like he drops down those boots he was wearing and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so clunky him walking around. And Cobra, he lives in this world, you know. Judge Dredd lives in a made up fucking utopia.
Yeah,
type
Cobra. I think just
I don't like this.
Cobra's grittier. Cobra's.
Yeah.
I'm taking Cobra.
thing. I think Judge Dredd would drop down and be like, "Where's the fucking Coors Light machine? I need the fucking machine."
I'm taking Marion Cobretti.
Yeah.
I'm taking him
Marion.
officially.
But I will say, if Judge
Mario.
Dredd drops down with Diane Lane, then they're winning. Because Diane Lane could
That's
adapt.
It's two against
Tag
one.
team.
I know. Well, obviously.
Well,
okay. Well, I'll give
Cobra's second,
Cobra a big Geet Nelson too.
No.
or-
He gets Sergeant
or,
Gonzalez.
He gets Gonzalez.
which wouldn't do shit because he fucking got shot in the leg as soon as he jumped out of a fucking window.
Yeah, but he wanted some
Hey.
gummy bears and stuff. He would take the bullet
Which
from
was-
fucking Judge
Sergeant
Dredd.
Gonzalez is ride or die. You fuck.
Yeah, and he.
Whoa.
Did you think at the end when he was like, "I
Whoa.
just want some"? Did you think he was gonna say some pussy?
I did because no, I didn't. I knew it was
What
going
was
to
he
be.
gonna say? I didn't
knew
know
it was going to be
gummy
candy. I knew
bear.
it was going to be candy. I didn't know what kind of.
I really
candy.
want some.
Gummy
Oh, you
bears.
want some?
No, because the sugar joke
Oh,
had been
you-
going on the entire
Okay,
movie.
okay, yeah, that's fair.
He was
All
always like, "You do
Oh,
my
that's right.
sugar."
That's
Yeah, the joke
From
had
the
been going
first
on the
scene?
entire movie.
You want some sugar? That's the first sugar I've had all day.
But really, it was pussy. So
Maybe
all right.
sugar might be
So
code for
you're-
pussy. Maybe
Robbie
gummy
and I-
bears might be code for gummy vagina.
Yeah. So Robbie and I are team Cobra. I think Cobra's
yeah,
winning.
Cobra.
And you say Judge Dredd's gonna win?
Totally. It's not even a question.
All right, put it to a poll. Real buzz.
No, well, we have to have a
Can
poll.
you do that, Rob?
I can
First
do that.
poll
I
is
can do
whether the first poll is whether we have the fucking cold open. I like the cold open.
Nope. More importantly, who's winning
No,
2020
I-
modern day?
I don't like the cold opens anymore. They're hacky.
I like the cold open.
All right, and
Me,
Scott
as the
Douche.
listener,
Do you know what time it is?
It's time for Tipsy Trivia.
wait. Now,
It's a little late.
I think it was
No,
like a
it was
half second
perfect.
too
a
late.
little late.
I said now. You hit the button too late. That's perfect.
No, of
It was
course.
perfect.
No, of course. This is the portion of the podcast where we have 5 trivia-based questions from the film. If Calvin and Keenan get
Calendar.
3 of the 5 correct, I have to shotgun and they don't. If they get less than 3 correct, they have to shotgun and I don't. But inevitably, we will all end up shotgunning. We will start with number 1.
Nummer eins.
Wait, do we have beers?
I've got
I'm chilling.
got a whole
We
12
got
pack
some
right
beer.
here.
Watch out,
Yeah.
bro.
True or false? There is an unofficial bootlegged copy of the director's cut circulating amongst the most diehard Cobra fans that contains 40 minutes of extra footage and scenes that were removed so the film wasn't given an X rating.
It's always true.
You know what? I'm gonna say false though.
This was true. So
It was gonna be 35 minutes, I thought, or something.
36
Instead of 40
and a half.
minutes.
no, I don't know. I know what you're thinking, but yeah, there's actually it's not an official director's cut, but there's like a bootleg copy that people who love this movie spread around, and 40 additional minutes of footage.
You know what I want somebody to do? Calvin just listened to all this shit. How many fucking of your layups do I get wrong? You try to give us a layup every week, and I think I get them
I don't know.
wrong every goddamn time.
I'm really because I'm
That
trying,
was clearly a layup.
I think the only like the last like 6 or 7.
because that's just I think is a fun fact that I think I have to put
cool.
in
Yeah,
question
that's-
form that I think that people enjoy to know.
That's a cool fact.
Yeah, so it's not official, but it goes around between a bunch of huge fans, and there was 40 minutes of footage, and they had to take a bunch out so they wouldn't get an X rating, not because of sexual stuff, but because of violence. Like,
So because of the Night Stalker or whatever?
Yeah.
There
Yes.
were more deaths.
Night Slasher?
right.
Night
There were
Slasher,
more
Night
deaths.
Stalker.
Yeah.
Night Slasher.
Night
well, he's called
Slasher.
both.
Okay.
He's called both in the movie.
Night Slasher.
But really, it's a whole group of people.
Right.
no,
No, because Stallone was the only one that was like, maybe it's not one.
What are you doing?
I'm my bad.
Little nipple rubbing over here.
Hello.
Really weird.
Yeah, my bad.
Okay, number 2. True or false? Sly Stallone is a huge proponent of gun control.
Oh, shit. I feel like I should. No, false.
Absolutely true.
It is true. He's very passionate about preventing mass shootings.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, no. Well,
As it should be, because he's in love.
the only reason I put that in there is because I was surprised to read that. Jesus,
That would
Calvin.
have been a great one. It was Micah Jason.
Probably
Don't
made
worry,
the-
it made it on.
Probably made the podcast.
I heard it in the headphones. It
Yeah.
made it on.
It was Micah Jason.
Number 3, over under 15 years. How long did it take for Brian Thompson, the Night Slasher, and Sly Stallone to speak to each other after the filming of this movie?
Fuck you. Over.
Okay.
Over.
It's over 20 years. Apparently, they didn't get along at all on set. Thompson was also not invited to the premiere,
Really?
and he had to buy a ticket to see his own performance in the movie.
Wow.
Yeah. So he must have rubbed the director and Sylvester Stallone, a bunch of people, the wrong way.
The main bad guy that was dyeing his hair. And
Yeah.
The Night Slasher.
Yeah, the guy who got incinerated at the end.
Meat hooked.
Meat hooked and incinerated.
Yeah.
Melted.
Number 4, true or false? In many subsequent interviews, Sly Stallone describes this character, that being Cobra, as Neil Diamond with a badge.
True.
True.
False. He described him as Bruce Springsteen with a badge.
There it was. There it was.
Which is also hilarious.
Actually, it makes way more
hilarious.
sense.
Yeah, it's
Because
hilarious.
the end song is Bruce Springsteen,
It
isn't
is,
it?
yeah.
I should have fucking known.
It's Bruce Springsteen with a badge.
I'm the boss. I am the boss.
The best.
The best.
The best.
And number
There's
5.
your layup you just missed.
Oh, well, I miss all.
Number 5. Body count. Over under 55.
Oh, under. Usually I try to count, but I'm going to say under.
I will tell you that it is.
Calvin. The reason why
Calvin
Calvin
totally
goes,
looked up the
he
trivia.
looked up all of this. He
Yeah.
read all the trivia.
No,
That's why I
actually-
got question 3 right, because
Yes.
I was like, I'll wait for Calvin to answer because I know he fucking knows the
he
answer.
looked up all the
Actually,
trivia.
I swear to God, I didn't.
I looked it online.
I'm going to say under.
That means I'm not shotgunning, and he is.
No.
It is under. It's 52. Bonus, Cabretti body count, over under 40.
Oh, actually, I do have it on the second page.
I know, he went through all.
52 killed, 41 by Cobra.
That's true. That's exactly right. So it was the over. It's 41.
The fuck is this?
Boom!
Yeah, I agree, Calvin.
Calvin's shotgunning.
I feel like you're shotgunning.
I'm not shotgunning.
This
Calvin
is blatant
shotgunning.
cheating.
That is the most.
That was blatant cheating.
You even brought your cheating on paper.
I did. 52 killed.
You literally
41 by Cobra.
documented your cheating.
By one.
There you go. That's semi-warm.
Oh, no, I'm shotgunning. But you know what?
I'm not.
4 for 5.
Yeah. Well, good for you.
4 for
I feel like you lost one on purpose.
You know what? I'll
All right.
take it.
I'll do it with you, Calvin, but I got to
Keenan,
have
you're
a-
shotgunning a beer.
I'm not shotgunning.
You're shotgunning the beer.
I'm not shotgunning.
I feel like
You're
on principle,
taking me
Keenan
home.
shouldn't because you
Yeah, because you cheated.
you cheated.
Bitch, you say we all shotgun.
I know.
That's why I cheated.
Nope.
I'm on record saying I cheated. Because we say we all shotgun by the end. Come on.
I'm not shotgunning.
Yeah, but it's under the gentleman's agreement that we don't cheat.
What
Yeah.
is this shit?
I stopped looking up IMDb trivia. I had to break myself.
I agree. Keenan
Of a
has
habit.
gone out of his way to not do that.
I used to, every movie I watch, no matter what, I would look up the IMDb trivia.
Can I borrow your khakis?
Whoa.
I even don't do that for movies that aren't related to the pod now.
Like if you're doing the
it's
over
a-
unders or IMDb, I
Whoa,
don't care.
Hey,
But
whoa, me too. I'm trying to break the habit. It's
Bullshit.
Give me some time,
You
guys.
can use my car keys, though.
I just started the habit a couple of minutes ago.
it's not heroin.
I'll tell you what. Give me your thing.
Oh, I used to never go to fucking IMBD.
IMDb.
No, you shotgun, and then I'll give you the.
All right, I don't need it.
No, you do.
Nope.
Come on. Keenan, shotgun. You know you don't want to be proved slow. Come on, dude.
I'm not shotgunning.
You don't want to be proved slow?
I don't want to support cheating.
Okay, then you're taking me home.
Nope. That's none of our
Yep.
business.
It is.
3.
Hold
2.
on, bitch. I'm not even close.
Oh, sorry.
Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Here we are.
Calvin's gonna win. I'm terrible at this.
Well, yeah, Rob's super slow. It's not even really.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, I don't like that mic so close to his mouth. That sucking sound was not good. I don't like that at
Hey, a
all.
lot came out there.
A lot came
A
out.
lot.
Winner, Rob.
I'm gonna
Jesus Christ.
give me your can.
No.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Ah!
That's worse than.
Oh.
That's worse fucking smelling than a fart, dude. That was.
Yeah, it was. I can tell you the avocados this morning were rough.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the avocados. Well, I don't know what it is about avocados. Like, just straight eating avocados makes your burp smell so bad. But I burped while I was at the gym this morning, and I almost passed out for myself.
You're not in any of the shots anymore.
No, fuck off. You fucking shotgun a beer.
Nope.
Well, I'm not giving you the pin.
Cool.
All right. But you might have to deal with a little bit more. I just burped again.
Robbie was gonna wear this hat. It looked too silly on him though, and I told him to add it to the set, and now it's added to the set.
Changed this hot dog guy around to look like a penis. That's the whole time.
That's what Calvin has brought to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
It has the whole time. They have COVID. I don't know if you know or not, but
Who does?
look, missed it. Damn, I missed it. Fuck, man.
I'm Keenan Robertson, and that's the
way-
news.
The cookie crumbles.
Gag Keenan?
Yeah, it was. Kenny
Oh yeah, that was super real. That was super real.
can't handle the truth.
His burp was so fucking disgusting. That was very
I was
real.
literally about to be in his.
That was not fake. That was the most disgusting burp that I've ever smelled in my entire
Calvin,
life.
can you lean to your right, please?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
sorry.
pretty sure you haven't been in frame half the fucking time.
I'm sorry.
that was not fake.
I got a burp though.
Drinking buddies.
Back over. Not Calvin.
Hey, Keaton, he's my drinking buddy.
Portion of the podcast where we choose a character from the film that we would get inexplicably and irresponsibly shit-faced, fucked up, drunk, shivoed with. Keenan, who's your drinking buddy?
The law.
My drinking buddy, I'm glad you asked me first so I can take him. Gonzalez.
Okay, yeah, Gonzalez
I'm
is
eating
good.
candy and I'm drinking with
No,
Gonzalez.
he seems like a dope choice.
He seemed like the best fucking choice out of the movie, I'll tell you that much.
Calvin?
Dupe. I think I'm gonna take the double agent lady.
Why? She's ugly as fuck.
I didn't. It's not because she's pretty. It's not. Why I
Okay,
made
it's
the
not like she has a
decision.
great personality either.
No, because she's. I don't know. I think I would.
All right. I'm going with Lieutenant Marion Cabretti. It's not even close.
Wait.
Marion.
Calvin's going with fucking Rizzo from Greece.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
the fuck are you
I
doing
know.
that?
I told you
Because
that's a
beauty
terrible.
school dropout.
Not her song.
It's not her song, but
No.
it doesn't fucking matter. Still
That's
Grease.
it's from Greece, not her song.
Rob. Goddamn, why'd you bring me down?
What the fuck is this?
You're way too high, bro.
All right. Rotten Tomatoes over under. Critics, I will set the over under at a 10%.
Over.
Over.
Yeah, Keenan, please answer first because Calvin definitely.
I didn't get my fucking
I did
place
answer
fit
first.
right.
I know,
said
I know,
over.
but from now on, all right, it was over 14%. Audience, I will set the over under at a 40%.
The fuck?
No, Keenan, you have to answer first.
Audience over under 40?
Yeah,
Over.
Over. Duh. I'm not even cheating.
at 42%.
Yeah.
IMDb was a
5.8.
I guess 5.8.
is 5.8, and I give
God damn.
I give this a Real Buzz ranking of an 8. I enjoyed this film.
An 8?
Yeah, I'm giving it an 8.
Ugh, that's terrible.
I'll give it a 7.
Well, that's terrible.
I'm fine with that. That's yeah.
So 7 for me means I'm going to watch it, and I suggest that you watch it at least once.
Yeah, so yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This is not something I would actually, even if you don't enjoy Sylvester Stallone, you know what? Never mind. If you don't enjoy Sylvester Stallone, don't watch this movie. But if you like action movies, if you like 80s movies,
If you like movies for guys who like
if
movies,
you like movies for guys who like movies, I
You'll like this
absolutely
movie.
recommend this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. This movie got me excited for Tango and Cash because I'm like, no, well, I can't be that shitty.
all right.
It is. Trust me when I tell you it is. But
Is
it's,
Calvin's wearing his Halloween costume to be fucking Kurt Russell from Tango and Cash. All he's got to do is shave his
Damn.
beard, I feel
That's
like.
so true.
You know?
I
Yeah.
will,
Yeah.
but you'll be scared of how much this chin drops out.
No. All
Once
he
my
needs
jawline is shaved.
Oh, yeah, double chins. Yeah, I got
No,
it for
triple
sure.
chins. I'm
you got
like,
triples?
yeah, oh yeah, I got a triple chin.
Triple double.
Triple chin with cheese.
Yeah, I got a triple double working right now.
So my
Yeah.
McDonald's order right now is a DQP with cheese, a Bacon DQP with cheese.
I hope to God you say that.
I do.
You say that when you go through McDonald's?
A Bacon DQP with cheese.
You do not say that.
I've definitely said it multiple times.
Let me get. God damn. And they know what you're talking about?
It's a bacon double quarter pounder with cheese. A Bacon DQP with cheese.
A double quarter pounder, so a half pounder.
No. Bacon DQP with cheese.
You said double quarter pounder?
I normally get just a QP. Maybe it's a Bacon QP with cheese.
Well, goddamn, no
Okay.
wonder you've been full the last couple times you've been going there because you've been saying Bacon double Q with cheese.
Yeah, I don't do a double quarter. Do they even sell? They do sell.
They
that.
used to.
Dude,
I don't know if they
half
still
pound
do.
of meat. Oh,
That
they do.
seems
They
like
still
a
sell the
lot.
fucking.
It came with a fucking warning, I'm pretty sure. That was like, you will have a heart attack if you eat this goddamn sandwich.
You better only eat this once a month.
I hope
They
you
s-
like McDonald's. You want to add bacon to it?
Oh,
Good fucking
yeah.
luck.
No, it's a Bacon QP with cheese.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you know what? They still sell the fucking Big Macs.
Is that a Dane Cook bit or something?
No, I just made that up.
Okay. All right.
But now I feel bad because it sounds like a Dane Cook bit.
I'm hanging at the BK Lounge, Bacon DQP with cheese.
Well, but that's McDonald's, not Burger
the
King.
BK Lounge?
Double whop.
The Mick Lounge.
Whoa, whap.
The MC Lounge.
There's some hoes in this place. Or
There's some
whores.
hoes in this
Is
place.
it whores or hoes? Anyway.
Horse. No,
No.
I've made up my own song to that, but it's about doing chores, like doing
Oh.
chores in this place, cleaning floors in this
I like
place.
that,
Yeah.
actually.
It's just like a.
This
That
says
would help
some-
me
there's
clean,
some
I think.
hoes in this place. There's some hoes in this place.
My dog has shit in this place. Cleaning up shit in this
Cleaning
place.
mold spores in this house.
Mold spores.
I don't know.
You
It's
been
just- I
playing
don't know.
Last of Us?
Yeah, cleaning up mold spores.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, I think it's probably a good time to end this. Thank you for listening to another edition of Real Buzz Takes. We are the Real Buzz crew. Calvin, take us out.
We are the Real Buzz Crew, and we review the best of the worst for you.
This concludes our broadcast day.
There's some chores in this place.
Boom, bump, bump.
House.